Hey guys, I hope everybody's having an amazing day. So, I am super excited and I have an amazing gift for you. First and foremost, when I started this journey, oh my God, in 2012, my biggest wish was for me to get free from my job. And as I became free, then my biggest wish became for you to be able to get free. And I'm renewing my commitment to those individuals who are still straddling the fence, those individuals who either don't have freedom from their work or don't have financial freedom. But freedom is the most, you deserve to live your best life. And it is difficult to live your best life either when you're impeded financially or when you have a job as your obstacle. So I want to first and foremost, in honor of this celebration, I'm giving away 100 copies of my book, The Quit Conspiracy. I really want you to get it and read it because what you're going to understand is that freedom from your job is 100% totally up to you and how you move, right? You got to say to yourself that not only do you want to be free, but that you're willing to commit the time that you spend on a job to becoming free, right? That's part of it. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, everybody. So if you go to bit.ly/ the big quit 2022, you can get a copy of that. First 100 people are going to get a copy free. I'm writing a new book called The Freedom Formula because more than, so many people say quit your job, but nobody's really telling you what you need to do before. Somebody type in before. Before you walk off that job, there are things that you need to have in order. There are things that you need to do. And if not, what's going to happen is you're going to end up straddling this ugly fence between I don't want to work a job, but I don't have the finances or the resources to leave. So again, make sure you go to bit.ly/ the big quit 2022. And what really reminded me, and that's to be able to download a copy of your free book and join our new quit club that's going to be happening Saturdays at 9 a.m. So what really reminded me as to how important it is to have your freedom, good morning, Berlin, was Mother's Day. And that if I could do it all over again, I would have really quit sooner so that I could have more time to spend with my family, more time to spend with my kids. Life is about more than just working. But if you're not financially free, you don't have those options. And because we're coming from so far back, we're coming from nobody taught us to build a business. Nobody taught us, that we could be free. A lot of people told us that we needed to work a job. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Nan. And so, good morning, JC, Majestic Journey. So, this is really, to me, my gift to the world at large. I used to say that I was like a old school. Hey, good morning, Latasha, Harriet Tubman, freeing people from. Good morning, Rhonda, freeing people from, you know, modern day slavery. But one thing I've always said is that people have to want to be free. And people have to know that freedom is an option. And that's right, Evelyn. Everybody said go to school, get a good job. So, there's been so many stories that we were told, not because they were trying to hurt us, but that's because that's all they knew. Nobody said, put your nose down and become a millionaire. Nobody said, go out and build your own business. So we didn't even know that these things were possible. But you got to start at the beginning. You got to start at the place where you say, I know I can be free. I can be free from a job. I can be free financially. I don't have to listen to what other people say. I don't have to follow the roadmap that other people left me. I can go out here and get this done. And wouldn't it be better Wouldn't it be great if you had a formula to make that happen? You know, no, I have stumbled. Good morning, Dolores. I have stumbled and rumbled and tripped and failed every step along the way getting here. And I'm not ashamed of it because the word says a righteous man falls 7 times. Girl, you know some days I don't be that righteous. So if I know some days I don't be that righteous, I'm gonna fall 17 times. You gotta stop beating yourself up for the failures, because without the failures, you don't get anywhere. Without the trying, you don't get anywhere. Without the doing, you don't get anywhere. So I'm proud of every single scratch and scrape and bruise that I got over all of these years, because they all taught me something. You know, and everybody's looking for overnight success. But the truth of the matter is, good morning, D. Morris, is that, you know, an overnight success is 15 years. I'm almost there. I've been doing this 11 years, going on 12. If an overnight success is 15 years, I'm almost there. You got to put your time in. You got to put your time in. And I'll tell you this too. You must be willing to live outside. Somebody type in outside of your comfort zone. A comfort zone is barely having enough. A comfort zone is going to a job. A comfort zone is being complacent, not stretching your gifts, not stretching your talents. I could tell you that everything you want and need is beyond your comfort zone. And beyond your comfort zone is a journey. Beyond your comfort zone, good morning, Fanshawn, is a place that a lot of people don't want to go. Everybody's not willing to invest outside their comfort zone. Everybody's not willing to study outside of their comfort zone, execute outside of their comfort zone. So that when you move beyond that place, beyond that comfort zone, you know, because everybody is okay following everybody else, but where's everybody going? The mass majority of people go to a job. So do you want to go to a job? Stop following the masses. The mass majority of people are in debt up to their eyeballs. Do you want to be in debt up to your eyeballs? Stop following the masses. So God gave you everything you need to be successful. When you start to leverage those things that he gave you, what starts to happen is you start living not an ordinary life, but an extraordinary life. You should be waking up every morning in search of an extraordinary life, not just an ordinary life. An ordinary life is going to a job. An ordinary life is having just enough. You weren't created. You weren't created for the ordinary. You were created for the extraordinary, but you have to say yes to it. You have to say yes to the extraordinary. You have to say yes to the journey. You have to say yes to moving outside your comfort zone. He can't make you. And you can have all the gifts and talents in the world. And I always look at the world and I say, because women are so talented, because women are so gifted, because women are so resourceful, because women are the lifeblood, why don't women have more? And the truth of the matter is, we restrict ourselves more often than not. We relegate ourselves to working a job. We relegate ourselves to charging less than. I'm about to launch a course called Luxury Brand Building. And one of the things I'm teaching in the course, Luxury Brand Building, is sometimes things that they call luxury, that they charge 10 and 12 times more, are not luxury at all, but it doesn't keep people from buying them. So I want to not only teach you how to price your products and services for more, I want to also teach you that you're worthy and you're worth it. and that, nobody can tell you what to charge for your products and services. And here we go again. When you move outside of your comfort zone, when you move outside of what's familiar, you're going to find the people who are willing to pay you what you're worth. How many of you know for a fact that you are undercharging for your products and services? That you see other people doing the same thing, either charging way more or making way more. And if you know that, send me a DM and get some help, because that's part of your freedom. Part of that freedom formula is that you need to know your value and charge it. That's part of that outside of your comfort zone. So that's the first thing. I'm giving away 100 copies of my book, The Quit Conspiracy. Make sure you go to bit.ly/the big quit 2022. Don't let them Q's and G's get you tripped up. Don't let them Q's and G's, BIGQUIT. Don't let them Q's and G's get you tripped up, okay? So that's the first thing, to grab a copy of my book. The second thing, I'm writing a new book called The Freedom Formula. The Freedom Formula. I'm going to be launching that very, very soon, along with videos for those of you who are not hooked on phonics, okay? But I'm gonna, you know how people write books and they be like, these all the things I did to be successful. Girl, I'm gonna tell you all the things I messed up. I'm gonna tell you all the things that I got wrong that made it harder for me to get to freedom, that made it more difficult for me to walk off that job, that made it more difficult for me to be financially free. I think that somebody needs to tell the story of what we got wrong. I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. But you look at all these experts and they're like, I got this right, and I got this right, and I got this right. And then sometimes you feel like, man, maybe I shouldn't even try. But I'm not even going to bust down, yes, ma'am, it's going to be saved. I'm not even going to bust down all the things I got right. I'm going to tell you what I got wrong and pray that you listen enough to get it right yourself. This journey does not have to be as difficult or arduous as we make it. Sometimes we overcomplicate this journey to freedom. Sometimes we just doing the most on this journey to freedom. So sometimes you got to say to yourself, I want to be free. What's the blueprint? What's the formula? Let me follow it. And don't try to put your own spin on it. Don't try to change it up until you've mastered the formula. That's like a recipe. If you get a cake recipe and you're cooking that cake recipe for the first time, don't try to switch that recipe up your first time. You're not going to know what you got wrong. So follow the formula, follow the recipe, follow the map, even when it gets difficult. Follow the map, even when it gets hard. Follow the blueprint. You going up and down and around and through the mountain, not realizing all this costing you time and energy. So with that being said, I'm also going to be doing a ton of live events all over the country. When I come on from now on, I'm going to say, good morning, tell me where you're coming in from so I can know to look you up when I get in that city. We're doing some day conferences. We're doing some meet and greets. So don't miss out on getting an opportunity to meet and connect with me and some other special women that are going to be going on tour with us. As well as, like I said, doing a ton of live events just because we can. Just because I want to get out of the house, just because you need to get out of the house. Let's make it happen, because, if we don't, who will? So that's just a high level of what's going on in my world. You're going to see more live streams from me. You're going to see more reels from me, more photos, more posts. Engage. Stay tuned. I'm coming out with an events list so you know exactly what's going on every time I make a turn And again, I'm rededicating myself to those individuals who are ready to be free. You do not, I'm going to tell you, one of the most tiresome things you can do is straddle the fence between a job and your freedom. Straddle the fence between your debt and your financial freedom. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to say to yourself, today is the day that I become financially free, and I'm willing to do all those things that will free me. Today is the day that I start my journey to free myself, and I'm willing to do all those things to free me. So stay tuned, more to come. I'm working very diligently to make 7 a.m. my start time every morning. Oh, God. Lord, I'm just trying to get it right, y'all. And that's another thing you need on this journey. You need discipline. So when you see me, come on, make sure you come on, share the broadcast. Don't forget to register for your copy of the book. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not going to be long this morning, but let's go and do something different outside our comfort zone. Love you guys.